Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, what we're going to do now, I want to put my purple scales on this knife because I find myself carrying this one a lot, and I just want to put the purple scales on this one. You know me, people, I like to carry my purple knives. So, I love the blue scales, it's just I like the purple better. And I want the purples on these, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. I think I might end up ordering another set of purple scales for this one after I swap the scales, and so I could just have a purple set. Because this one I like to carry one in my pocket and one in my jacket pocket on motorcycle rides. This one goes in front right pocket, the one with the snaggletooth stuff on it, the snaggletooth cog ring that extends your handle grip, and the snaggletooth wave feature, which helps you deploy the knife out of your pocket, straight out of your pocket. All right, people, I'm just going to swap the scales. I'm not going to swap any of the other parts. I just want to swap the scales actually, I'm going to swap probably the knife blades and the cog ring. So let's get busy. Let's get started on it. Got T6. These are the scales I purchased off of eBay to modify my original Recon 1 folders. That one had a little bit of Loctite. I always put blue Loctite on the pivots for these. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this one apart. Hope everybody's doing good out there. All right. All right, last screw for this one anyway. Then we're just going to swap the back spacers. Swap the lock bars and swap the blades. That's what we're doing. Put that over there. That's got the little pin in it right there. Don't want to lose that little pin, people. Let's go ahead and take this one apart. T6 for these body screws, if I didn't mention it already. Torx bit 6. Okay, we're gonna put this one. This is what the backspacers look like on the Recon 1. They're made out of aluminum. And they're all black. And I like to polish just the outside. I don't polish the inside because I want to change the fitment of it. That's how I do those. Clean this all up. Don't forget these little pins. Little pin goes inside the scale right here. And your backspacer fits on that. Lines up all your holes. And now you can screw everything together. Get all your holes lined up. Oh no, this one's not going to have a pocket clip now. I forgot. Pocket clip goes to this one now. This one just has screws. Pin still in there. Okay, finger tight. And this blade goes in this one now. Where's all my washers? Let's clean the washers up again. Lube everything, re-lube everything. Washer. Teflon washer goes on top of the bronze phosphor washer. I like to use a little dab of oil. Blade goes on next. Teflon washer goes on. Where's the other washer for this one? Okay, this one's got its washers over here. Let's keep this separate. This one has a washer, that one has a washer. Here's the extra washer. Okay. That goes on there. The bronze phosphorus washer goes against the handle scales. And now we're going to use this lock bar in this one. I like to put a light coat of grease on my lock bars just for corrosion protection. Rub a little bit of grease on the sides of the lock bar and back here where the leaf spring rubs against the lock bar. Everything's in place. What we got going here? Something's not fitting right. There we go. Now we're together. Make sure everything works. All right. Go ahead and put my pivot screw. And later on, I'll be changing these scales out too, because I want to make them purple. I have to buy another set of scales. One down. All the way down and back it off like a quarter of a turn. Check to see no side to side. And operate smooth. Just the way I like it. Just the way I like it. All right, so we set that one aside. Now we get on the one I want to carry a lot. I love my purples. I love my purple blades. All right. It's got lube on it already. Yeah, that's good enough. We only have to re-lube that one. Go and put the Teflon washer against it. Put a little oil on it. Blade goes on next. Let's wipe down the blade really good. All right. Next goes on your Teflon washer. Let's lube up this one up a little bit. No, I didn't lube up the Teflon washer either. Let's do that one really quick too. Wipe down my blade again. Lube up my phosphorus bronze washer. Drop of oil. I gotta put the rest of this one together. We haven't put this one together yet. What am I doing? I'm jumping ahead of myself here, people. I gotta put all this together. Get my pin and everything come out. Gotta line up the pin. That's okay. We should have put this part on first. My bag, people. Put that one on. My pin's still in there. That's why you see me on my finger right here. This little tiny pin I'm trying to keep right there so I don't want to lose it. Until I get these screws in, and it'll stay in once I get these screws in because it'll fit tight. Finger tight. Finger tight. Pocket clip. Finger tight. Finger tight. Finger tight. Checking the tightness, tightener. Boom. Perfect. Okay, now we go back to doing what I got a little carried away with there first. Okay, this has all been lubed. We just have to put it together. Let me put a little lube on my leaf spring. I always like to put a little lube on the leaf spring too, people. Pretty much lube all the springs on everything that I use. I believe that if you keep the springs lubed, it makes the knife last longer. I mean, it makes the springs last longer. Lube the sides of this and the back side where the spring runs in. Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna put that little dab of oil in here. All snapped in. Put your pivot screws in. All the way down. Just finger tight all the way down. I forgot to put the 3 short screws on the other one. Yep. 3 short screws. I need 2 long screws. That's a short screw, long screw, there it is, and short screw. The long screws are the 2 big body screws that go in. The short screws are for your pocket clip. Okay, now we're just going to go back and check all the screws, make sure they're tightened down right. That one feels good. That one feels good. That 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 feels good. Okay, now we're going to adjust the pivot all the way down and back it off like a 1/4 of a turn. Check to see if there's any side to side, no side to side. This one's still a little bit too tight. Okay. Loosen up just a little bit. There we go. There we go, people. All right. And that's those. Let's put the screws in this one, huh? Perfect, people. They're perfect. Well, that was it. Just a quick modification, just to flip-flopping things around. Get them to where I want them to be. This one's going to get purple scales too, and eventually. I'm going to order a set of purple scales for this one too. All right, people. Well, that's it. That's it. Peace out. Stiletto.